at me like I know what he's thinking, but I don't have a clue. True talent in avoiding conversation, yeah, it's almost rather cruel. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is bitter. Oh, go on, chewing my bones, and when he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took us we can, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be three for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be share my lipstick, taste my breath, and love me like you love a pack of smokes in the morning. Share my lipstick, taste my breath, and love me like you love a pack of smokes in the morning. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took us we can, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be three for the night, all in or nothing. Not gonna stop, dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin. All in, you got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside. Heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. I figured I would just say hi real quick before everybody jumped on and off. We are just restarting the Xbox because it suddenly decided to not work very well, even though it was working fine earlier. So I don't quite understand it. How y'all doing? Okay, we're going to restart the capture card, see if that maybe fixes things, because it was working perfectly fine, and then I turned it on now, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, work? What? Oh, now it's going to work. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. All right. So this evening we're going to try something a little different. Hopefully it behaves. So far it's looking better. Good. I'm doing well. I'm going to try this game called The Forgotten City. I have no idea what the music situation is going to be like. Hopefully not too bad. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, the microphones go. Okay, here it goes. Okay, cool. Ooh, that's loud. Okay. Oh, that's not the volume? Oh, that's the volume. Oh, that's why I was having problems earlier. It was an input error on my part. Okay. I need to turn this volume down. This is really loud. Okay, 1 second. We'll fix the sound issue because that's... There we go. Okay. That might be a little too quiet now. We'll see. Okay. Well, barbecue does smell good. Gotta admit. I like barbecue. Alright, here we go. This will... There we go. Full screen in a second will be all straightened out. Okay. So, based on my fear of music in Twitch, we're going to eliminate any and all music. This is probably fine, but I just don't trust it. You never know, right? Okay, everything else looks fine, so I have no idea what I'm doing. This is going to be, yes, different. I don't know what this game is about. It just had really good reviews. I know it's an RPG game. I know it has something to do with Rome. So we'll see. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think it might be an older game, but I honestly don't know. It has multiple endings, so that's a good sign. It rewards thoughtful conversation and exploration, not brute force. Wow, you got the wrong guy for this, then. All right, here we go. Present day. Yeah, it's basically Rome. Oh yeah, this is old. Oh, maybe not.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Hey, yeah, exactly. She robbed me. Oh, alright. So it's like male or female? I think that's... Is that female? Yeah, it looks like a female. So we go male, select skin tone. It'll be medium white. Sure, why not? We're gonna go very Roman. I wonder if she'll know the name. Oop, didn't mean to do that.
Well,
there we go.
It's nice to meet you.
She looks like the girl from
And
Jurassic Park.
I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
I was searching for ancient ruins. I was on a covert mission. I was on the run from the law. I barely remember anything. But only 10 bullets. Interesting. Let's be an archaeologist.
You're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you.
Nice.
Roman, I think.
No.
I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went
What?
in there a few hours ago,
What?
and he hasn't come out.
Why am I the one
I've been
going in?
freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here,
And when
no
do-
matter what.
When do
There's
side
no way
characters
I'm
ever
leaving
do
without
that?
him. So I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him.
Ha!
If you can do that,
Nice.
I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
That's exactly my thought.
Oh,
It's like, who are
of course.
you?
Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. What do you want to know?
What's your story? Who is Al? Where are we? What can you tell me about the ruins? Have you tried calling for help? Let's try story
there's not much to tell.
first.
Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
You're not even telling me your name.
I'd rather not say
What?
if it's all the same to you. All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the
Love
best
it.
reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
She's a Karen. Thank you for saving my life, Karen. Why didn't you want to tell me your name? All those Karen memes really ruined that name, huh? Okay, this is a modern game. All right. All right. Nice. Oh, goodness. Why didn't you want to tell me your name?
Look, if you really want to know all the tragic details, perhaps I can fill you in after you find Al.
Who is Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here.
This is very
In any
weird.
case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is. You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber. Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts.
Why is she so desperate?
Al.
And who's Al? You're like, oh, he just washed up on the shore randomly, blah, 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 blah.
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
So, okay, let's put this in context here before we go any farther. She's asking for help to find a guy who just washed up on the shore, not unlike I supposedly did, who's randomly gone into these ruins, who then told her, a person who doesn't really know him, to stay where she is and don't move, and she trusted that. Yeah, I'm not trusting any of that. Alright, let's see.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
Nice. If I pass, I'm just gonna get shouted at, aren't I? Priceless artifacts. I'll pass. I'm an archaeologist, of
My
course.
hero. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Uh-huh. A heavy flashlight. Oh, okay, cool. Can you turn it on? Doesn't look like it. Quid pro quo. Alright, so we got random Karen, literally, over here. Cooking a fish on a barbecue. Already talked to her, she's not very exciting. So we're gonna wander in now. Ruins. Ah, ruins. Ruins. Nice stairs. Search for clues of Al's whereabouts. More ruins. Very nice. Tiber River is in Italy. It's actually one of the rivers that goes through Rome. Funny enough. Okay, boy, this gives me like Jedi Fallen Order feels all over again. Okay, so sprinting is that. Okay. Can't jump. It's over. What did I miss? Not much. I just got guilted into running into a temple by a lady I don't know who happens to just, funnily enough, be named Karen. There you go. Now you're up to date. Al's note.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place."
Interesting.
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out.
Apparently get locked
If I'm
into
not
this
back
room.
in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation. Or
Uh-huh.
a warning.
That seems more accurate.
Alworth.
Okay. Oh boy, that's a big hole right there. Okay. Oh no! Ah, I was trying to inspect it. Oh crap. Well, shoot. Well, apparently I'm kind of underwater, so I should probably get moving, hey? That could have been bad. This is very dark. Always remember they're watching. Lovely. Off to a great start. Okay. Creepy. That's right. How do I... Okay, that's jump. Okay, how do you use your item? Okay. Don't know what's going on here. We're going to figure it out as we go, I guess. It's always bad when I spend too much time looking around trying to figure out how do I use my flashlight. I don't feel like this is a good sign. Just going to say. How do... Okay, let's see here. Let's just have a look. Oh. Wow, that was it, huh? You're not giving me any information. You're just saying, there you go. Okay, weapon primary is RT. Aha. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow, fancy. Reminds you of House of Ashes. Oh, okay. I don't know if that... Hopefully that's good. They do like the ones crouching and looking creepy, don't they?
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it.
Thank you for the
I'm
follow.
warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome from B's stream.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it.
Joy.
I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
I like it when they're creepy, and apparently this is creepy. I don't like it.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Hello. Welcome, everyone.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
I don't think this is a horror-related thing, but who knows at this point, right?
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John. Why didn't you jump?
It's echoing
Don't worry
again.
about it.
Uh-oh.
I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Hang on. We got an echo in here. Why do we have an echo? Oh,
Why
probably.
didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Okay. All right. So we got to take a second for this to go. So for those of you wondering,
Don't worry about it.
as I
I'm
wait
warming
for
up.
this
I'm
thing to
warming
sort
up,
itself
John.
back out again. Come on.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Full screen. Thank you. This is the Forgotten City. I want to say the Long
Don't worry
Dark for
about
some
it.
reason.
I'm warming up. I'm warming up,
So
John.
we're searching a Roman ruin for someone. Hi.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming
Yeah,
up.
we're getting
I'm
a lot
warming
of
up,
Webby
John.
right now.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it.
So
And I'm
it says
warming up.
golden
I'm warming up,
statue.
John.
I'm now starting to think they're not statues.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up.
Sorry,
I'm
this will
warming
go
up,
on for a little
John.
bit as we get new people coming in. Code hit guessing.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
See, all these people look.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up.
Yep, it
I'm
is the
warming
follow
up, John.
noise. Yes, I am alive so far. I don't like this though.
Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up,
Oh, there's
John.
another one here. I love this hint of death that
worry
comes
about
from
it.
every one of these
And I'm warming
statues.
up. I'm warming up, John.
This guy's running. This one's running for their life. What could be causing all of this?
Why didn't you jump?
Why is
Don't
everybody
worry about it.
crouched?
And
Oh,
I'm
that
warming up.
guy's
I'm warming
actually
up,
a statue.
John.
Maybe.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Hopefully we don't run out of battery. I don't think we will.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Okay, apparently I can't look at that scared person's face.
Good job, Alexa. I'm proud of you in an angry kind of way.
Thank you for the bits. It's a different noise.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm
Another
warming
one.
up. I'm warming up, John.
This reminds me of Pompeii, is what it reminds me of.
Why didn't
These
you
kind
jump?
of poses.
Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John. Why didn't you jump?
Oh, is it?
Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Okay. Yeah, if it
Why didn't you
continues.
jump?
Here.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
And
one
I'm
second.
warming
We're
up.
gonna deal
I'm
with this
warming up,
'cause
John.
this is starting to become kind of annoying.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
It's coming through. Where is it coming through?
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Because usually it comes through here, but it's not. It's coming through somewhere else.
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John. Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. And I'm warming up. I'm warming up,
Sorry.
John.
Getting slightly distracted because of the alerts. Okay, we're going to try that. That should get rid of it for a bit. Okay, that should have it out of the way for a little bit. Oh. Oh, come on. I think the game froze. Oh, come on. Hello? I stopped for 2 minutes. And I think it's frozen. Okay, so I'm confused as to what's gone on here because I can't move. Okay, we're gonna just try restarting the thing here. So hang on half a second. Yep. I don't know if the Xbox froze or if it's something else. So we'll see if it's the game. I don't know. Unfortunately, I cannot turn the alert noise back on. So if you're sending me alerts, I apologize. It's just the minute I do, it'll just be a string of what you just heard. And I cannot seem to mute it. I can only make it invisible. Okay, what happened there? Let's try this again. I wish there was a way to like say, okay, this many of those. Okay, yeah. So whatever happened, it crashed out on the system. Come on. Nope. feel like the game has frozen. Okay, we're gonna try and restart the game. Not sure what happened there. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Okay. Oh, interesting. It just picked up right where it was. Okay, what are you doing here? Feels like it's a bit warm, but I don't know if that's normal or what. Oh, here we go. Finally. No, but the controller is... that controller is back to doing this super slow-mo. Okay, we're going to let it sit for a minute and hopefully figure this out and why it's just totally done that. I've never had an Xbox act up like that before. It's the controller acting weird and everything. Okay, we're going to give it a second. We're going to let it sit, and then we're going to restart. And we're going to hope that it picks up where it left off and doesn't reset the whole thing. How's everybody doing this evening? Let's see here. If we do this, I suspect we'll get all the Webby alerts again. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they went away. Hey, I think we did it. Okay. All right, that's good. At least we did something. Okay, so I'm not sure quite what happened, why things went awry the way they did. I'm going to double check. Where did that go? Ah, it's right here. Yeah, that's not warm. The Xbox is really warm. And I'm not quite sure why, and whether it's supposed to be, I don't know. I'm just going to give it a rub off here for a minute. I don't think this is a game you can play any other spot, though. That's the problem, so. Okay, we're going to turn it back on now. Now that it's had a couple seconds to cool down. We'll see if we can get it working again properly. We'll see. Okay, here we go. One more time. Maybe. Not getting anything in the way of signal. Is it this connection maybe? I don't think it's this. Okay, okay, that. Right, so we'll restart this. We'll see if that helps. I don't know. At this point, I'm confused. Okay, hey, here we go. Well, okay. Here we go again. Hey, look. We're back. All right. Are we going the wrong way? We are. Okay, I think we know what this guy's going to... Yeah. Okay, so we have a bunch of afraid people all kind of staring there-ish, I guess? Yeah, it's like they're looking up that way. So we're just kind of wandering. I don't know. The way it talks about this game, it sounds like it's a game of puzzles. That's a bald legionnaire. I like how it makes a lot of assumptions. Oh, nice. Why are you here? Cool. Oh, going this way. Well, that's not a good sign, now is it? Uh-oh. Aha. Okay, and we know we can't get out. What's this? What was that?
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles,
Uh-oh.
searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. In here, there are only two options. Death, and that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning.
Okay, then.
Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Uh-huh. So, okay, everybody's dead on this side. There's a blast to the past that you have to do at some point to figure out what's going on. Apparently things don't go well. Hey, thank you, Rob. Woo, woo. So I bought this game, or didn't buy it, but I downloaded this game not expecting it to be scary. I'm getting the impression it's scary. Could be wrong. The whole setup here is very, yeah, that. It's very set up to be scary, I think. Thanks, I noticed. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely odd. Thanks, I know it's that way. Oh, look at that. Huh. Apparently I cannot take the item. Oh crap. Well, we're in. Either way, we're in. Ooh, it's like Quantum Leap. And will the next leap lead me back home? And wham! We're at the very same point. I wonder who they could be. Figure out how to return to your original time. Oh boy. So this is... Oh. Hello, sir.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I'm Trajan. I've just come from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, not right in the head?
Nice.
That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here. We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March? It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the empire are you from, exactly?
So, yeah, I was about to say, so it's CE, obviously. So it's 65 CE.
But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you.
Sounds
Live
good.
by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine. Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
I mean, sure, why not?
When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now.
Oh, look at that. It just auto-follows. It's nice. Okay,
Only
so
23
whatever
of
it
us at the
is...
moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't
Oh,
you
yeah.
going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it
dear.
in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say. Down
Interesting.
on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Galerius, you're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. Farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please. I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today. Follow me.
Okay.
The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw
Decimate.
had to be executed by the other 9.
Or
Didn't matter whether
decimate.
he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
call
that-
it decimation. If
it
that
is.
seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The
Yeah, that's
magistrate
what-
can explain the rest.
That is what
up
the
these
Romans
stairs.
would do. Decimation was a thing that they definitely did do. That's where we get the term from. It means 10. So deci or deci refers to 10. That's what they mean. They took 1/10 of a group and just slaughtered them, no matter whether they were innocent or guilty. Okay, I can't interact with. No, I'm not going to steal his money. That sounds like a bad idea. Nope. Yeah, it was considered a way to keep people on the straight and narrow, basically. Military didn't rebel or cause problems or, in some cases, mutiny if you didn't have that issue. Here we go. Here's the big guy.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am.
It's Emperor
May I
Palpatine.
know your name?
I'm Trajan.
A curious name to match a
I
curious
mean, it's literally
accent.
Roman. Of course, not
But
Roman
I
yet.
digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning.
Yes, I do.
We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains many hundreds of years ago. Indeed.
We'll be
More
nice first.
importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed.
Right.
No fights.
I don't believe
no
that.
theft. Nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin? Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Oh boy.
You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Interesting. Yeah,
An
that's what I want to
intelligent
know.
question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Does that seem like a good thing to say? I mean, to me, that would be what I would say, but this kind of seems like the default answer, but I'm going to go with this one.
Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers.
And killed more than a fair
We have
share.
comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric.
Yeah, there's so many. They wouldn't know what a Christian is at this point, really. Don't women have fewer rights than men? That's true, but how is that different? Don't you practice collective punishment? Let's try that
Are
one.
you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion. Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Yeah, I see where this is going, but I'm going to ask at least a couple more of these questions.
Of course. But with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities.
There you go.
And the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
This is where, if you ever wonder, my female followers, where the ideas of women shall be silent, or, the father is the head of the household, Romans. Okay, let's check this one out.
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year?
Okay, all right.
It's hard to blame the people for being angry.
Just after Nero. Do you want? We'll watch this one too. Sure, why
On
not?
occasion, but our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
I mean, some of that is true, but not all of that is true. One more.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home.
Agreed.
I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows.
You mean
I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Okay.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you? 2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
We'll try this.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it. All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future? I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you? Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Sure.
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Oh, boy.
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
In other words, game saying you got to figure it out on your own. He's not going to help me get back to my own time because he has to kill himself to do that. So we're going to just say that.
So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
Yeah, I think that's more accurate.
I don't suppose you do. But I'm hoping that even if you're not burdened with a sense of self-sacrifice, you'll at least see the sense in self-preservation. Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Okay. Anything interesting? An apple, per se? Actually, let's have a quick look around. Ah, that's how we jump. Is that possessed woman named Lucretia? I don't think. No, it was Livia. Both L names, though. Fancy. So, he's saying this is very old, but all these buildings look very Roman. Maybe Greek? Do we take the quick way out? That seems like a bad idea. All right. Yeah, I don't think I want to get injured in this game somehow. I love the way this game is, the artistry of it anyway. It's very cool. Oh, hang on, what was that? Small household, oh, okay. The household gods. It's the black stairs. Interesting. Black marble. Oh, who dis? Who dis? Oh.
Ugh, I wish
Cross-eyed.
Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here.
Wow.
What do you want?
Rude.
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
Why are you... Yeah.
Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation? You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent God would let my sister go missing on his or her watch? Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving. I suppose we will. Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Interesting.
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies? It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and
I like how he never mentioned any of this.
Happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it. I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me. Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans. That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock.
Ew.
He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her, so he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Okay, so Horatius might know.
I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
That face is just weird. Yeah,
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers.
Why wouldn't an archaeologist
it's their
know
way
this?
of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest, and my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Scintilla.
Yeah.
I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance. If you must know, I'm here because my father has forbidden me from leaving the villa. I couldn't bear to lose you too, he says, as if he loves me.
Yep.
And not because he needs at least one daughter he can trade off. So you'll help me find her? Oh, thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed. Thank you.
Great. So I got a side quest I didn't realize I was going to get. Okay, cupboard. Today, my father suggested I write a diary as a way of keeping myself occupied while we all deal with the sudden and devastating... Oh. Nice. Okay, so I can't. Okay, over to Scintilla's room. Okay, so she... Oh, look. May Clementia give you strength to forgive me. I am sorry to have to leave you this way, but I have found a way to escape, and I must take it. Ah, yes, the mirrors of olden times. What if you said, I don't think so, to helping her? Yeah, I mean, except for I think it might be important. Oops. Wow, that's a thrill a minute. No. Okay, we don't need their money. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so we're outside. So we know she's run away. So maybe I need to go present her with this.
What have you discovered? What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange, but well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Scintilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
Oh boy. Alright, the villa next door, huh?
Ave.
Ave. They are pretty cool looking. Who are you? With your weird
What
hat.
were you two talking about?
What?
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him? What else would you be murmuring about on election day? Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it? Good, then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't hurt. Her name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Yeah.
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
I see.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunnis.
Wow. Rude.
I think it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected. He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see. Cause if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that.
Uh-oh.
Old man Sentius got you already, did he? Well, I'm not talking to people in his faction. Confortuare.
Okay. I'm not really wanting to talk to you either. I was just curious. I also don't want to help you because I don't want yet another side quest. Okay. Interesting to know. So... So we have climbable vines. Oh, okay. Good question. I don't know. Here we go. Cross-eyed.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?" The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly.
In other words, buzz off.
But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Sure.
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here? Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you? Older. I see. I wonder if... No. I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns. Good. Thank you. But please be careful. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Okay then.
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill, or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the golden rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you? Thank you. Now, Go and follow the thread of truth through this
3
labyrinth.
common threads.
And come back
Okay.
to me if you discover any patterns.
Oh boy. I've been asking people how they wound up here. Yeah.
I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another. I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We ask for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long.
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map.
Fun.
Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
Nice. Or perhaps it's that the gods might kill you at any moment for failing their tests. They don't even have to tell you what the rules are. I'm going to say I agree.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Sure, why not?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask? All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course. Well, you're not a citizen yet, so no, I'm afraid not. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
I agree. I would have definitely have done the second one, but I thought I'd be... don't really care.
Certainly. Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Okay, are you the only one in this building then? Right. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, the statues are talking. Interesting. And all the statues are militaristic. See, that lady and that, like, seriously, it looks very similar. It does make me wonder. Okay, I think this is the way I came in. Yeah, they are very spooky. Okay, so we've come in through that one. Tried that one, it didn't want to let me. Okay, we're just going to go around and have a brief look around and see if... Yep, there's another one there. See, it's like the people that are getting goldened, like, makes me wonder if they were all golden previously. Like, if all these guys were just basically a collection of people who've already been goldened up, to, for lack of a better word, and then they come in with a whole new group. Because, like, same with that one. I have no idea where I am now. Am I just going back where I was? What's it say? Don't steal anything, don't hurt anyone, don't... Okay. Huh. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, see, here we go again. Wait, that statue moved. That statue moved. She was looking over here, wasn't she? Yeah, like, she looks down at you when you're down there. Yeah, okay, wow. Uh-huh. So when you close in, it looks at you. That's not creepy at all. Nope, nope, nope. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Durutus the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the gods responsible for the city. For our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration, but here I must depart from custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. Who among us is not awoken at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the golden rule? All of us must accept that we are all capable of error, whether from a momentary lapse in judgment or a conscious decision based in faulty reasoning. Yet the great threat, the sword of Damocles that we would live under, is, I believe, merely a deception, and I shall prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing counter-arguments. First, it may be argued that the inscription stating that many shall suffer for the sins of one is evidence that the golden rule is very real. But that is logically unsound, for we cannot assume the writer knew any more than we did. That this message was inscribed does not make it true, more than if I was to describe Durotus the Younger as a god. Second, it may be argued that the statues in this place are evidence that the golden rule is real. You need not remind me of that. It was I who discovered them all around this city. It was I who collected them, placed them in a handcart, and placed them in niches which they sit in today. I will not soon forget them, and yet I refuse to leap to the conclusion that they were once real people. There is simply no evidence to support that conclusion. When we read the story of Venus bringing Pygmalion sculpture, Galatea, to life, we do not believe it is true. Why should we take it any different here? Right, okay. But ultimately, these arguments are just that. After years of living in fear, there is only one way for me to prove that the golden rule is a falsehood, and that is through action. Friends, I apologize in advance for this, but one day you will see this moment as a turning point in our city's history. Let us see once and for all if the golden rule is real, as I strike you one with my fist. Well, that's... I don't think worked out well for you, buddy. Just gonna say, I don't think that worked out for him. It's not... Yeah, some of them turn. Yeah, but I can't do anything. How do I help you? So, all of these people are people that have been goldened. There's another one. They're all wearing... See, I kind of wonder if they're all from present day. Yes, I guess he found out. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, this person's the same person, basically. Weird. Okay, cool. Oh, a chest. Sure, why not? Take. Sure, why not? We're not stealing from people that are dead. Okay. See, so there's so many of them around here, right? Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Same one again. Pillow of some sort. This guy was drinking. Looks like he dropped his cup. His eyes don't follow you, though. Okay, neither does his. Seems to be only the women. And not all of the women. This one looks like something from Pompeii directly. Yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die in here?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when you die?
You're not going to die anytime soon, Dooley.
My mother told me, when you die, a ferryman helps you cross a river and your spirit lives on in the underworld.
Hello, welcome.
Is that true?
Well, yes, but...
Is it true that if you were good, you get to go to Elysium, but if you were bad, you get punished forever and ever in Tartarus?
Something like that, but...
If I die and go to Tartarus because they say I've been bad?
I'm not going to let that happen to you, Dooley. I promise.
Thank you, Galerius. Thank you.
Now, I have more work to do, but I'll visit you again soon, all right?
All right, Galerius. See you then.
Ah, it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Now, what's on your mind? Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it.
Oh, fun.
I'm a farmer.
Yeah,
Always
I knew
have
that.
been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and 2 little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. Sprinted so fast I almost threw up. But by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there.
Fun.
I took over the farmstead, but I was young, and it was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These Legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle. But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke.
Harvey.
My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. Still burns whenever I think about it. Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately,
of course
there were
it was,
just
yeah.
too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So
that's why I figured.
Then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was. I'd probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome. Everybody was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting. I'd never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. The next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place, and I started my life over again.
Oh. Huh. Note, he says there he was dragged out of a river. Yet again, a river. I think these people are all dead. I could be wrong, but I feel like everybody's dead.
That's what I thought too, for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right? So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the Legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting, and he'll get his, one day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away sometimes. Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there something else you wanted to talk about? All right. See you around.
Interesting. Oh, hey, look who it is. Oh, I can't talk to you.
Hello? My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up. I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure. Yes, but I wasn't. I was just looking. They said I did it more than once, but I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called...
A liar, Billy.
They called me a liar, Billy. Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
Oh boy, that's a lot. Well, I'm sympathetic to your plight, the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago. I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cistern, which are strictly off limits to all citizens, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion. Okay, there is not another page.
What does it say? My treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said, if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. But when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me. Except my friend Galerius. And Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady. Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you.
Don't you just love springtime?
Okay, interesting.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what. Like, Galerius? He's nice.
Oh dear.
I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure.
Oh jeez.
Hannibal said it was in the cisterns.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
That's, I think, going to be the more
You're
important.
going to let me out of here? Really? Oh. Please. I hate it here. It makes me very sad.
Oh boy.
Bye-bye.
Okay. That was weird. I heard a male voice. Hey, Aquatia. How you doing? Your eyes are
Ave again.
a little
Did
wobbly.
you find what you need? And did you notice anything? A pattern? Oh, well then. Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't want us to rush to any conclusions yet. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind, and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the others first. Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself.
Yeah, I know. I did not do it duly. Hey, who are you?
Salve. Salve, stranger.
Nice
and
hair.
welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we? You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale. All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional
Stealing, in
slave.
other words.
Fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place.
Oop. Interesting. That was annoying. And it froze again. Huh. Interesting. Why did it do that? I guess we're back to Dooley. We're back to Dooley with no way of interacting with Dooley. Interesting. Okay, so with that being said, I was going to end slightly early, but not quite this early. I don't really want to restart again. I don't know why this did this. I legitimately don't know if it's the game that's doing this or if it's the program doing this, to be honest with you. But I feel like it's the game that's freezing. I wonder if I've got too much... There's not enough space on the hard drive or something, and it's having trouble with that. I'm not sure. It's really weird. Huh. Okay, we're going to just close that down. Hello, welcome. So that's odd. I don't have an answer to why that happened. That's very peculiar. Let's see. Turn that off. Oh. Interesting. Did I lose you guys for a second? That was weird. Just welcomed me to the chat room. I wonder if that's just because I clicked there. Don't know. I mean, we could try... Let me try and restart. We'll see if I can get it working again. And if I can, then cool. And if I can't, we'll call it there for now. Yeah. Okay, let's click this one more time. That's weird. Okay. All right, we're back in the game. Oh. Oh, I need to turn on the controller. Oh, okay. Hey, we're back where we were. Interesting.
The girl? Weren't you listening? All my valuables or the girl? I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber. Naturally, I dived in after it, hoping to salvage my fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin. Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here. I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking. Oh yeah, gotta watch out. Old Dacius has got your back though.
Uh-huh.
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk. Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet. Thank you, friend. Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us? Certainly. You mean, how did I end up here?
No, no, no.
That is a lengthy... Suit yourself. Very well. Another time.
Oh, it's him again. Now it's getting dark. Oh no, it's just the light playing off of things. No, I went back the way I came.
How'd you do?
Fortune smile on you, brother.
Okay.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land. Greetings, I'm Georgius.
Georgius.
It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
Yay, you didn't miss much.
Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful. You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them.
Oh dear.
We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps? My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum. A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
I'm gonna...
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares. And drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited
all of
over
them
a few
ended up in
select
the
friends,
Tiber.
and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa. Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am. You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all? I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree? Oh, and there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best. Anything you like.
None of them are going to go way out.
Shh. Not so loud. What are you playing at? Have you not been told about the last attempt? Oh,
Then I suppose this duty falls to me. Ah,
Yep,
it is
he
a long
does.
story. Aha, you are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out. They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud. That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way. But of course. Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
He's Greek, okay. I had no idea.
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus. If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, "Avoid doing what you would blame others for doing." It does, doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act. Ah, the voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
Okay, that was weird.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Oh my god. I didn't even notice. Jeez. This is his little house. Oof.
Greetings and salutations.
Who dat?
Ave.
Aha! I was looking for you.
Ave again. Did you find what you need? And did you notice anything? A pattern? Yes. I also had such an encounter. What else? There are definitely some common threads there. But I think we'll need at least a few to ensure we're not just seeing coincidences. Keep asking people how they wound up here.
Why do you know?
I don't want us to rush to any conclusions
You
yet.
know everything. Why do I
Livia's
have to?
fate weighs heavily on my mind.
Yes,
And
okay.
dictates we should be sure.
Okay, there is
Come
a way
back
out
to
of
me
this.
once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Okay. No, that's him again. Did I ask him how he got here? Wait against the current. That's a new one.
What now? Os in Coolio mio. Os in Coolio mio.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk to me. He's just mad at me. Okay, never mind. I don't think I've been this way. Can you stomp on that guard while he's doing push-ups? No. You can't do any violence. Remember, that's part of the golden rule. This is a game without violence. I think it's that. There we go. Who's watching? There's a way to get up here. I know that. Ah. Okay, that was bad. Try not to fall. this is where we came. Okay, so I guess that's probably where we're going to have to go eventually, because that's the cistern. So that's the exit point. It's over there. Oh god, I just killed myself. Whoops.
Help!
What?
You have to do something. A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule. Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over. Hear what? What? We don't have time for this. I have to go. Ugh.
What the? What was that?
The shrine is collapsing.
Wow, that was the no.
Fabia, no! Oh gods, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her! Oh Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl!
I talked to him.
I can't believe she is dead. Fabia, I mean. She walked into that empty shrine, and the next moment she is lying dead under a pile of rubble. The gods are cruel and unjust. She was like a daughter to me. I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you. I can't believe she is dead. Fabia, I mean. The gods are cruel and...
Wasn't that... What's his name? Wow. Okay. So we just killed somebody. It's you. Alright, what is going on here now? More Greek stuff. Well, this was a complete mistake, but here we are. Where does this go? What the chicken is that? Ah, interesting.
Come and join me by the fire.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name? It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here? Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you.
Seems weird.
Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule? You have much to learn. It's best if you figure it out on your own. Come back once you've made progress.
Okay, so I can't do anything here until I figure that out. It didn't give me an option to like pursue any of that.
Ah, you've returned.
Huh.
Ah, you've returned.
So, okay, so if I have a sneaking suspicion this is kind of the end part of the game. They kind of give you a little sneak peek. I mean, I think I know who it is, but no idea. So he's Greek. I don't think I found enough people yet. That's part of the problem. I feel like in this game you have to talk to every single NPC to make this work. Okay, so it's... Huh. Okay, so this little side temple appears to be important. Oh.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is? I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood? Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
Oh, he's trapped here too.
A small community. Ha! I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult. Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me. Always sneaking off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quinctius did, those days are numbered. You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret? So you admit you're not allowed to leave. Threatening me is not going to help you, but in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe? A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues? You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me. Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do, isn't it? Our God told us to do it. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists.
I know.
There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quinctius is. Do not waste it.
I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burned half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
Oh boy.
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome like he does? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
I don't know. It wouldn't help you even if I did know who he is. That's true.
Don't worry about it. I'm warming up. I'm warming up,
of
John.
no use to me. Do you have any last words?
Why didn't you jump? Don't worry about it. I'm warming up. I'm warming up,
Said you
John.
would kill me if I told you the truth. Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. If you fire the arrow, everyone here is going to die.
Don't worry about it.
You have no
I'm
idea what
warming
you're
up.
in
I'm
for,
warming
do
up,
you?
John.
Do you?
Aha, I knew it. Now it's my turn to tell you something. Once I'm done with you and Quinctius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates.
I
can think of nothing I'd enjoy.
I'm warming up. I'm warming up, John.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay. Fun. Why didn't
Nope,
you
not
jump?
yet.
Where's the
Don't worry
shrine?
about it.
Oh, it's that
And
way.
I'm warming up. I'm
Okay.
warming up, John.
Run, run, run. I don't think this worked very well, did it? Oh God, their eyes are glowing. Oh boy, I almost. How do I get there? Follow the magistrate, but how do I follow the magistrate? Oh, follow these little flowery things. Okay. Yeah, okay, I've gone the wrong way, apparently. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Tourist. Okay, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, the glowing eyes are a little much, not gonna lie. Okay, how do I get to him? Okay, I gotta get up there, but how do I get up there? I can't remember. Oh, do I go this way? I like how it's like, rush, rush, run, run! And then like, blam, no idea. Thank you, B, for the sending people over. I appreciate it. Sorry. You caught me at an awkward moment. Thank you, everyone, for the follows. Hopefully this leads to him, because my God, this is annoying. Oh. And we're out. He kills himself. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Salve, friend.
No!
I'm Valerius.
Not
Mind
again!
telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Proserpina. I was pretty sure that was the right god.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Not back to the present.
Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you. Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
What? Oh, it's a zip line. Ah.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe.
Probably.
Probably.
Nice.
All right. See you around.
Aha. Sure. Sure, that was definitely a thing that just happened. Okay, so we're just going to loop around every time something bad happens. Okay, this is the... I'm assuming this is the setup. You just basically hook it up here. Or do you have to hook it? Oh, I can take a screenshot. That's not what I'm trying to do, though. Oh, wow. Oh, weird. What is this business? Yeah, let's never do that again. Okay. Oh. Huh. Yeah, exactly. What better way than to have a stranger do it? Exactly. So here's my question now. So we know it's a woman who keeps trying to get help. Because it's only the women's statues that respond. And the temple is to a goddess. But it's not her, because it would have let me do that. This temple to this shrine right here, right? Prosperina. Great circle portal. Prosperina, the Roman goddess of life and renewal. Her story is a grim one, but it said if she is abducted by Pluto. Right, okay. So my guess is that the... Oh, so that's Persephone. That's who that is. Because Hades is the Greek god, and Persephone is his wife, who is Prosperina in Roman times, or prosperity. Prosperina. Huh. Pardon me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Aha! And it works!
Whoa!
Whoa! Right. I don't think I've gone this way before. Miss? You're kind of in the way? No, I can't. Oh, I wonder if I can crouch. No. Turn the flashlight on. Okay, there's somebody dead back there too. Is there a way in this side, maybe? Too heavy to shunt. I noticed the hair is like perfect. That's definitely a dead body in some sort of casket. And I can't get in. How do you move that aside, I wonder? Huh. So, my guess is this is all wrong.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come. The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. They never do. There is only a downward path.
Yeah.
Gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
Area where that Greek person...
Help me? You cannot help me. I have seen things. A pattern, a terrible pattern. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more. You think you wish to know, but you do not. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. The bloodless
Wait, hang on.
The bloodless shadows. This is their punishment. The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
Okay, so Livia knows what's going on, but has been influenced in some way not to allow you to know anything more than that. Okay, we're not going to play for much longer for tonight, but I just kind of wanted to... Oh. It's the prototype. Oh, this is his... Aw. Da-da-da-da-da. Can I not? I can only search. I can't put back. That's kind of sad. So I think they're all dead. I'm pretty sure now. That they probably died in the, Ah, yes. Most Romans did. It sounded trash, but Horatius. Recurring dreams about a stranger named Curti. Karen. Dreams I've been having, she said, it might help her divine the meaning if I wrote them down. It happened again last night. The man by the river was there. As always, his face was shrouded in shadows from a peculiar ram headdress. Once again, he introduced himself as Kerti. Told me he dragged me from the river. He seemed to smirk, and he said, as he said his name, as if it meant something I could not understand. Indeed, the name rings a bell, but I cannot remember where I heard it. I do not think I will sleep soundly again. Who is Curti? So, Egyptian. The whole thing's Egyptian. Is Curti the... It's not Curti that... No. Okay. Interesting. Oh, look at this. Wow. This fella has had a hard life. It's a dick! My goodness. Rufus's chest. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Oh, that's a Jesus fished. Christian identification, or at least something. So this is religious, this area. So one is Christian, the other one's Roman. So the way they're talking about it, he listens. The god of the dead, the god of the Duat. Okay, so basically the river of death, or the oh, lovely. Okay, we've been in here. We've talked to you. Been here.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns.
No. Okay, someone was talking to her. Where the heck are they? What the what? Okay. Oh, a ram's head of a god underworld who had ferried the dead to their last journey in the afterlife. Aha! Oh, look. Here we go again. It's a boat in a river. So it's an Egyptian god. Oh, what's this? A note from Livia. The place is called Accursed. Here, Titios offers his innards to be torn and stretched out over 9 fields. You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drop of water in the tree you grasp at eludes you. You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns. Yeah, that's not very helpful. So this is her hovel, I'm guessing, based on all that. Okay, so these guys were gonna fight. That's how they got done up. Oh, that guy changed where he was looking. So eventually you must be able to climb stuff, but I haven't uncovered how to do that yet. So I'm guessing these guys were trying to make their escape. Some random world history site. Yeah, exactly. I feel like this is basically like purgatory, effectively. That would have been a house at one point. Hopefully I didn't just go back in a circle. Oh, nope, we've come out. So it's like weird. It's like some of it's buried, some of it isn't. There's a light up there, but it doesn't lead anywhere because you can't go up of it. What about the priestess? I don't know if I went the right way or not. I think I might have gone the wrong way. Don't think that's the right way. I think we need to go back towards the towns, which I think is over this way.
Fresh meat, huh?
Are you not here now? Oh, crap. Wait. Was there... So we got a Vestal Virgin. Scroll of apparently no importance. Okay. Right.
Fresh meat, huh?
On your best behavior, I trust.
Majestic.
Finally.
Ave, and
Oh,
may
dear.
Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia.
Not good.
To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
On your best behavior, I trust.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed?
What?
Oh, well then. Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't want us to rush to any Livia's fate weighs heavily on... Come back to me.
Like,
once you've
seriously,
acquainted
exactly,
yourself
like
with
what?
the rest of our neighbors.
Okay, we'll talk to Bonehead here.
What is it, citizen?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a legionary of the 1st Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say. And the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals. I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone.
Oh. And just like that. Okay, so apparently it's something to do with this controller, because every time I wiggle it or do something, it sets it off. I set it down and then it immediately did that. All right. So with that glitch, I think this is a good time to call an end. It's almost 9 o'clock my time at this point. So frustrating though it might be, I think call that good enough. Let's be honest. So we'll come back to this maybe Wednesday. See if we can sort that out. Okay. And all right, let's have a yeah, I think now is a good time. Exactly. Let me just have a quick look since we have a few people here, and we'll just see if there's someone to raid. Oh wow, the camera's struggling to figure out where my face is apparently. Hello. Yes, thank you. I'm over here. All right, let's just quickly have a look. We'll see if there... Oh, B's... Let's send you all back to B, shall we? All right, have fun watching B. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Bye. You're probably all watching her anyway. Later.